The effectiveness of mirroring in literature, fiction, and anime. After finishing season 2 of Demon Slayer, I was rewatching a YouTube clip of the fight between Tengen and Gyotaro. As I was strolling through the comments, someone brought up a good point that their designs and attitudes kind of mirror each other. It's not exactly perfect, but you could make a case for it. Looking at Tengen, he has a healthy, fit body, while Gyotaro is malnourished and rotting. Tengen has golden bands around his arms, and Gyotaro also has bands but are red. In addition to that, they both have wristbands. Tengen is optimistic and cheery, while Gyotaro is angry, sadistic, jealous, and loathing. Both of them use dual-wielding weapons, which made for a really epic and flashy battle to the death. The wheels started turning inside my head about the use of mirroring and why it's so effective at making interesting character interactions and amazing fight scenes. A character with opposite traits of another is called a foil. The actual interactions that they have is a literary technique used to show contrast and subtle similarities called mirroring. These techniques have been used since ancient storytelling. Mirroring is used to highlight distinct traits between characters. It can be used to show how characters complement each other or how they differ. And the author can use it to convey good traits versus bad traits. I think it's commonly used in that way, but it can also be used for character development and a strive for the characters to achieve a common goal. Lastly, it can be used to strengthen the traits that a character usually lacks. In anime, I think mirroring makes for epic battles and compelling interactions. Some better examples of mirroring that you can see in anime are Kakashi vs. Zabuza, Spike vs. Andy, and Naruto vs. Pain. Mirroring seems to work a lot better and is more apparent in the battle between Kakashi and Zabuza in the Naruto series. And I think that this whole fight was Kishimoto's genius way of demonstrating this. On the surface, Kakashi is literally copying every move that Zabuza makes with his Sharingan eye, so he mirrors his techniques. But I also think that there is an underlying meaning in this. You can see that they both have cloths that cover their mouths and noses. Kakashi has gray hair, while Zabuza has black hair. The dominant color of Zabuza's clothing is white and gray, with some black in between, while Kakashi is wearing darker colors apart from his green color of his jacket. The purpose of this is to show that they are two sides of the same coin. Zabuza is what Kakashi would have become if he went down the path of brutality and ruthlessness. Kakashi fights to protect his students and his village. In contrast, Zabuza is an assassin who fights for contract and refers to his subordinate Haku as a tool for his use. Since this is one of the first major fights in the Naruto series, Kishimoto was portraying the different types of ninja that exist in their world, and also showed how cutthroat their missions would be when they advance in rank.
You can't beat me with cheap tricks.
Mirroring is most commonly used to contrast good versus evil, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it can be between two well-meaning characters or two morally gray characters. One example of this is in Cowboy Bebop, episode 22. The protagonist, Spike Spiegel, is trying to complete a mission and claim the bounty of an infamous bomber, while a new character named Andy is introduced. He also wants to catch the bomber and gets in Spike's way. It's funny because Andy has many similarities with Spike, and yet they still butt heads to establish who's the better cowboy.
They're climbing up like a couple of monkeys.
I guess they like to be up high.
Scary how similar they are.
There are obvious reflections in design and in character, but it's done in a way that is humorous, and neither of them are evil. In short, I think mirroring is a great way for authors to highlight the qualities of their characters and demonstrate how great their characters are and how they developed when interacting with another. What mirrors have you seen in movies, literature, and fiction?